Georgia again. That's me. And I'm back with DigiYoo in review. I decided to start with something today that is a little bit risky to talk about on a video blog that's supposed to be funny. But here at DigiYoo in review, we like to live on the edge. So, we're going to start with the school shootings. Well, not specifically the school shootings, because let's be honest, there's absolutely nothing funny about those horrific events. But let's talk about the fact that the government, in its attempt to confront the issue of gun control and violence in schools, sent the Vice President Joe Biden to meet with a group of industry professionals from the video gaming world to talk about the role that video games have in violence in society. Okay, Mr. Biden, you just stepped into my territory. Shit's about to get real. Yeah. You're trying to tell me that video games are the cause of the school shootings? They played video games and they went and did that. If that was the case, if kids really took what happened in video games seriously, there would be kids running around hitting boxes expecting money to come out. There'd be kids jumping down green chutes expecting to warp into each other's bedrooms. And because of me, there'd be little girls running around the place going, oh, 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 and they'd be showing fear like this. Oh, oh. Really, Mr. Biden? And if we're going to point fingers at the video game world, what about movies? In particular, what about record-breaking movies where the whole plot line is based around children fighting against each other to the death, armed with an array of different weapons, all for the amusement of adults? No, you're right, it definitely must just be video games. Just a thought, Mr. Biden, even if it was video games that are causing this violence, and even if it was movies causing this violence, surely if the kids didn't have access to guns because of heightened gun laws and restrictions, then all these kids could really be influenced to do is go out and go street fighter on each other's asses. I'm just saying. Okay, thank you. Off the soapbox. In other violently shocking news, this week, Lance Armstrong, America's hero, is a dope fiend. Such a weird word. Fiend. You're a fiend, Lance Armstrong, a fiend. Is he really that fiendish? I mean, what did the guy do that was so fiendish? What, he just unfairly won numerous tour de forces, inspired people around the world to defy the odds on false pretenses, made millions in endorsements based on false results, and denied taking drugs for 10 years? Yeah, that's pretty fiendish, Lance Armstrong. Pretty fiendish. Just a thought. Does this mean that now his foundation is going to change its name from Live Strong to Live Unnaturally Strong? That's going to be really hard to fit on those little wristbandy things. Gee, Lance Armstrong, you're just a disappointment, you are. Why don't you just take your ball and go home? So, Facebook, yay, Facebook, has found a new way for us all to be more connected. Thank goodness, because I really don't feel connected enough to that Pakistani guy who added me because we have 7 friends in common and writes to me every day to say he wants to make a friendship with me. Phew. There's a new graphing system, or graphing system as you guys say in America, now on Facebook. It's called the Graph Search, where you can connect with friends based on particular interests and common things you've written about. Sounds kind of like a dating site based on common interests. Oh, hang on. Facebook is like a dating site. Hang on. Does that mean that like everything I've ever written could be used to profile me and connect me with like-minded people? If that's the case, a few years ago I wrote something about Dane Cook being hilarious. I'd like to take that back. Oh my gosh, just realized this graphing system, could I put all my friends that post pictures of their cats in one group? Excellent. And finally, this week was the week of CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. It was in Vegas, and man, that city must have been full of exciting new gadgets. Interestingly enough, the porn convention was also on this week in Vegas. but those are completely different, exciting new gadgets. There are a few exciting new doofy wackies that people were talking about. A watch that you can search the internet on, and there was a little wristbandy thing that was a Bluetooth, could map your calories and your steps and your sleep patterns. But there was one new product that particularly caught my eye, the Oculus Rift VR headset. This is a headset for gaming. You put it on your face and it makes you feel like you're there in the game, playing whatever video game you're playing. Gosh, Mr. Biden, if kids are going to be lulled into violent tendencies just by doing this in front of a screen, imagine what's going to happen when the screen is wrapped around their face. Way to work together on this one, America. And that is all I have time for today in DigiYoo in Review. Thank you so much for watching. Come back next week for new, interesting, and slightly amusing articles. In the meanwhile, log into DigiYoo for technology, lifestyle, and you.